Hello everyone, here are the latest market news on November the 16th, 2020. Walmart sells most of its stake in Japan's Seiyu. Walmart Inc., after years of struggling for profits in a highly competitive environment, is selling a majority stake in Japanese supermarket chain Seiyu for more than $1 billion. The buyers will be investment firm KKR and e-commerce company Rakuten. The deal, which values Seiyu at 172.5 billion yen, $1.65 billion, came after speculation that the American retail giant would leave Japan. KKR will buy 65% of Seiyu, and Rakuten, which already has an online venture with a network, will acquire 20% of the shares. Walmart will retain 15%, the company said in a joint statement on Monday. The world's largest retailer first entered the Japanese market in 2002, buying a 6% stake in Seiyu, and gradually increased its stake until a full takeover in 2008. Asian stocks hit record highs after recovery data. Asian stocks hit a record high on Monday as investors shelved fears of rising coronavirus cases and started buying stocks. They were pleased with the data showing a robust recovery in China and Japan. Japan's July-September GDP growth exceeded forecasts, reaching 21.4% year-on-year. The broadest Asia-Pacific stock index outside Japan, MSCI, gained 1.1%, hitting its highest since its launch in 1987, with markets across the region peaking at significant peaks. Industrial production in China exceeded expectations with 6.9% growth, and retail sales grew by 4.3%, which also added enthusiasm to the mood. The Japanese Nikkei rose 2% to a 29-year high. South Korea's Kospi hit its highest since early 2018, and Australia's ASX 200 hit an 8-month high. Saudi Aramco prepares to place dollar Eurobonds. Saudi Arabia's oil state corporation Saudi Aramco is preparing to place up to 5 tranches of dollar-denominated Eurobonds with maturity of 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, as well as 30 and/or 50 years. Saudi Aramco will begin a series of conference calls with investors on Monday in preparation for the deal. Citi, Goldman Sachs, HSBC, JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, NCB Capital, and others were appointed as organizers of the placement. The last time Saudi Aramco entered the international debt market was in April last year, placing 5 tranches of Eurobonds for a total of $12 billion. That transaction caused a stir among investors during the collection of applications. The demand for the company's debt securities exceeded $100 billion. European firms may disclose exact climatic costs. Investors are pushing large European companies to ensure that the missing climate change costs are properly reflected in their financial statements, according to a statement released on Monday. The move could reduce the cost of sectors from energy to aviation by billions of dollars. European and American investors with $9 trillion in assets have sent 36 high-carbon companies a paper outlining how they should consider the possible impact of the 2015 Paris Climate Agreement on their future profits. Investors suspect existing balances are based on assumptions on variables such as oil prices, carbon taxes, and the life of fossil fuel assets, which are incompatible with the move to zero net carbon emissions under the Paris deal.